do I go from here? What do I gotta do to love you, baby? It's true what I do it for you. Beautiful winter's December 19th in southern British Columbia. Beautiful weather. Beautiful weather, nice day for a drive. Nice day for a drive if you had anywhere to go. So POTUS is saying he wants all of his supporters to come out. All of his supporters to come out on the 6th of January. Some people are saying that it's going to lead to violence, and I think it's possible, but at the end of the day, most conservative people don't revert to violence because they're generally smarter than that. So that's one good hope. One silver lining. But you never know, right? Because I know that Antifa and Black Lives Matter will be there, and they'll create nothing but chaos, because that's what they're paid to do by George Soros and the like. So yeah, you never know. But you never know, right? So you can prepare for war, or you can prepare to go into the hills. Run to the hills, run for your life. But you never know, man. You never know. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Never know what you're gonna do, but you're gonna find a way somehow. You never know what you're gonna do, but you're gonna find a way somehow. Wake up in the morning and the light is shining bright. Wake up in the morning and the light is shining bright. I know, I gotta go somewhere. I know, I gotta go somewhere. I know, I gotta go somewhere. Fucking people. Fucking people. People are just retarded. You know, if you drive and you drive really slow in the fast lane, you're fucking dumb. And you should probably lose your license. I really hate that people that do that. That drive really slow in the fast lane. Like the fast lane is the fast lane for a reason, right? And those people who don't drive like relatively fast in the fast lane, then they shouldn't be in the fast lane. If they want to poke along, then they should be in the non-fast lane. But anyways, people are ignorant. Not my subscribers, of course, but people are fucking ignorant. Just they don't think. Like, that's the problem. That's the whole reason why we have people running around wearing masks, because they don't think for themselves. They don't know how to think for themselves, or they won't think for themselves. Maybe that they don't know how to think for themselves. They just won't think for themselves. That's really what it comes down to. Because it's much easier to listen to somebody than... I think it's partially Google's fault, because if you have any question or anything you need an answer to, you just ask friggin' Google and it'll give you an answer. So people have stopped thinking for themselves and relying on things like Google for constructive thought. But there does seem to be a dumbing down of the population for sure. There does seem to be a dumbing down of the population for sure. I'm not sure why. Well, I do know why, because it's much easier to control an uneducated, unintelligent society than people who are educated and people who are free thinking. They want to control our thoughts, our hearts, our minds. What a beautiful day today, man. For the middle of December, it's beautiful. No snow, just in the mountains, but beautiful day in southern British Columbia. And yeah, it's a beautiful day today, man. Glory to the gods. It'd be nice if I had somewhere to go or something to do, but you know, I thought I would take you all for a drive somewhere. You know, unfortunately, the camera's looking at me and not looking at the road. There's not much to look at on the road anyways. It's all pretty much dirty and gross. But you can catch me in the rear view. But yeah, I know it's there is a systematic reason why they are dumbing down the population, and I'm not sure why or how deep it goes, but the general population is not as smart as it used to be. Very uneducated and cognitive dissonance. You know, people are just lost in the chaos. You know, and there is nothing really that promotes free thinking people. You know, like. You know, we don't celebrate intelligence anymore, if you've noticed. We celebrate ignorance and stupidity. You know, degeneracy. Fuck you, Kyle. Fucking people. about this drive, because they can't think for themselves. They just drive whatever, fucking 50 kilometers an hour, like, it's just whatever, man. I'm willing to take the risk. You know, I don't need to drive. I can't drive 55. Woo! I can't drive 55. Oh well. Now there's definitely a change in reality, and there is a universal alignment happening right now too. The first time that it's happened in over 12,000 years. So right now there's a great shift in the atmosphere and pressure, and the universal alignment is bringing in chaos and disorder, and it is indicative to this age of ignorance. This planetary alignment hasn't been seen since 12,000 years ago. So it's an age of, we're entering the age of Aquarius, I guess, and or something like that. I thought we were already in the age of Aquarius, but on the interwebs yesterday, I heard that this guy was saying that we're entering the age of Aquarius in the houses of Pisces. So I don't know what that is all about, but anyways, there is a universal alignment that hasn't been seen in over 12,000 years. So that's very indicative to this time of ignorance and this constant madness that we're all feeling and seeing on a daily basis. The mass confusion and the uncertainty of things to come. But we will manage. The strong will survive. The weak will die. And I know it sounds dark, but one of the problems we're having in this civilization is that there are too many weak-minded, feeble-minded people running the world and running around. Like I said, nobody's really thinks for themselves anymore. It tends to be a moment of great ignorance. Whew. So in a world gone mad, what can we do, right? We can only live, try to be as free as possible. If that means running to the hills, that means running to the hills. But at the end of the day, we can't be naive. I know that something serious is going to happen on the 21st. I'm not sure what it is. It's winter solstice, and there is something seriously going to happen on the 21st. I'm not sure what it is. It may be all secret, and I know that there's military movements happening in the United States right now. There's evidence of China spying on the United States as infiltrating the United States and Canada, like I said yesterday. Well, not just Canada, United States, but around the world. Around the world, there's a lot of movement and certain sources have told me that they're building up around the United States of America right now. Lots of troop movements and transportation movements and things getting put into position. So I don't know what this all is. Joe Biden, I don't know the exact details, but Joe Biden didn't accept certain money because I think he knows. I think he knows that they cheated, and I think they know that that they got caught. He knows that they got caught. You know, some people like to say that POTUS is playing 4D chess or whatever, right? But I personally just think that he's clever and he has lots of good information. Because not everybody in Washington is a swamp creature, and there are people out there that actually are righteous and believe in the values that our forefathers instilled in us. There's many people that understand the value of honor. You know, in this time gone mad, in this age of ignorance, it is kind of hard to fucking deal with it sometimes. It's kind of hard to deal with it sometimes. But I trust in the greater good. I think that most people in general are decent. I think most people in general are living the best life they can and as honorably as they can. You know, unless you're like a degenerate and or wicked. But the truth of the matter is that I think throughout my lived experience, most people I meet are fairly decent and good-hearted people. Most Americans I've met over the years have been very good-hearted people in general. You know, obviously, you know, I've met good people from all around the world. You know, generally, most people are generally good. And, you know, God always wins in the end anyway. So, love always beats out hate. And, love always beats out hate. The power of love is far greater than the power of darkness. You know, it may seem sometimes that we're living in this world, this perpetual ignorance where we can lose hope. We can lose hope. What the fuck are you doing, dummy? Jeez. Finally got out of my way though, so that's good. It's probably not the safest thing to do. Take you all for a little bit of a drive on this beautiful December 9th, or 19th, sorry. It's like +2 today. In the middle of December in southern British Columbia, it's +2. It's kind of strange too, because on the east coast of the planet, there's getting like record snowfalls. But in southern British Columbia and out west, it's been very mild winter so far. So maybe, you know, the Earth has shifted its axis too. We're like pointing more towards the sun on the southern hemisphere right now, because the Earth is tilted a little bit. it's all part of this great alignment. The axes have tilted a little bit. See, that's another thing about this climate change hysteria, right? The climate's been changing since the beginning of time. So, and humans have, especially in the Western Hemisphere, the Western world, you know, we've made strides to better the environment. Like, I'm a Canadian, so we have incredibly intense environmental laws, and especially in British Columbia and Alberta too. You know, like, you know, lots of people like to complain about the oil sands and everything else, but they do their best to, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? They do the best they can to sustainability. They do the best they can for sustainability, because we have some of the strictest environmental laws in the world in Canada. You know, and most Western countries do have impeccable environmental regulations. Come on, Ford, get out of the way. Holy fuck, Ford, get out of the way. It's the other countries of the world that are actually doing a lot of damage to the environment. You know, like China and India, certain parts of Mexico. You know, Mexico's becoming more and more like a Western country anyway. I would even go as far as to say that Mexico is a Western country, like, but there's still a lot of poverty in Mexico. You know, like, the poorest people in Canada are still much better off than the poorest people in Mexico. So, you know, we got a lot of things to be proud of in the Western world. So I don't understand why they want to destroy everything and bring in this Marxist, globalist ideology. It just doesn't make any sense in a world gone mad. You know, the West is the best. You know, the West is the best for a reason. And, you know, our people have built the greatest civilization on the planet in history. You know, so we should revel in it. We should take pride in our accomplishments. We should take pride in our accomplishments instead of trying to destroy everything and allowing these Marxist, communists, globalists to infiltrate and infect the minds and the hearts of our young people. And we should promote our greatness, our glory. Even the shitty shit we should embrace. You know, the West has the best human rights, you know, than any other countries in the world, right? Any Western country has better human rights than any other country in the world. Like, we need to take pride in the Western world and what our forefathers have created and built for us. It is our great inheritance. This malaise that we have, the young people have for our civilization is just indicative of brainwashing and endless programming from communists and Marxist globalists. You know, there needs to be a better way to deal with the ignorance of the low-thinking people. Like, I don't have any answers. I don't know how to inform the world, how to wake up the sleeping masses. But I can guarantee one thing. If this coalition of evil holds, if this coalition of evil holds Biden and Harris, it is the end of the Western world as we know it. It is the end of the world as we know it. And the globalists win, like I've said in many other videos. It's such a beautiful day today, December 19th, 2020. It is a beautiful day. I wish I could just go and drive for hours. It is a beautiful day. I wish I was back home. Go up the lake or something. Instead of driving in this crappy town that I'm in. No pretty girls anywhere. Anyways, life is too short. Life is too short, my friends. We must embrace every moment, even the bad moments. The moments that make us sad, the moments that make us mad. We must embrace them and learn from them. Life is too short. We need to live in love. Light to dark. Dark to light. We need to get back to harmony and peace and understand the values of our forefathers and get back to them. Because at the end of the day, without values or discipline, there's nothing but chaos and madness. So we either live for the moment or struggle and worry. It is a great time to be alive. And, lots of things are happening in the world right now that we all need to focus on and put aside certain differences. To make a better world for their children, for future generations. So, I don't know, hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully you're getting excited about the holidays. Days away. And don't listen to the regulations on this CVID hoax. Enjoy your family. enjoy everything that this season brings. Happy Yuletide. Everybody have a wonderful day.